Kimberly, how should we be reacting this morning? Kimberly Martin, who's with us, our NFL insider. How should we be reacting this morning to this news? Leonard Fournette waived by the Jaguars.
Like you said, it is surprising because of the timing. But if you listen to Doug Marrone, clearly this is a move that they had wanted to make. They really wanted to trade him and could not. And this, for the Jaguars, was the next best thing. You just move on completely. But it is surprising to see a guy as talented as Leonard Fournette, who is as productive as Leonard Fournette is, to be on the street right now and be subject to waivers. We're talking about a former number 4 overall pick, a guy who's rushed for over 1,000 yards the last 2 of his 3 seasons in Jacksonville. And it also is troubling that the Jaguars don't have any first rounders from their 2012 to 2017 drafts. That, to me, signals something behind the scenes isn't quite right with these draft picks.
Right, and it is remarkable. It was, I believe, Booger, it was you who pointed out a few minutes ago that they were in the AFC Championship game with a lead against the Patriots what feels like 10 minutes ago, and now here they are in this place. Again, you're an LSU guy. Fournette is an LSU guy. What is he? If another team will sign him, clearly. He's a young player. What is he? What is some team going to get in Leonard Fournette right now?
Well, Green, he's kind of the old school running back. He's not this new pace and space guy like a Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can catch the football out of the backfield. You can line him up a wide receiver. That's not Leonard Fournette. He's a guy that wants to run in between the tackles. He needs to get 20, 25 carries to kind of get going, get that lather. But he can still run the football, I think, at an elite level. He's just got to get in the right offense. When you think about teams in this league, Greeny, that really want to run the football, that make running the football a point of emphasis, a team like Seattle, they want to run it. They want to pound it. Fournette would fit perfectly in a Seattle system because he doesn't have to catch the football a lot. But if you're looking for a guy, Greeny, that's still very, very productive in an age where we're trying to get rid of running backs, when they get too little tread on the tires, this guy still has a lot left. And I think if there's a team out there, maybe a team down here in Tampa that's looking for running back help, somebody's going to come and get a young back that's still hungry, that's still productive, and it doesn't have a lot of tread left, on the tires that's been used up.
Mike T, again, from a general manager standpoint, I'd love a quick thought from you on both sides of this, on the decision to release the player and then on what you would imagine some GMs, like maybe the one in Tampa, are thinking about today with this news.
I agree with Booger, which is it's really disappointing that you have somebody that's 25 years old. He actually improved his pass receiving ability. Last year, he had 76 catches. That was always the knock on Fournette. So I give him a lot of credit. That was skill development. To not be able to trade him or keep him is really disappointing. And I expect him to get claimed today. I know $4 million is a lot on a one-year deal, but he's been productive. He's 25. And if you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you're in an arms race with the New Orleans Saints and you could add Leonard Fournette for just $4 million and no draft choice compensation, I think that's an easy decision if you're Tampa.
You know, there has been, Tim Hasselbeck, this narrative out there. I can't assess whether it is accurate or not, that the Jaguars are tanking for Trevor, and now we see in consecutive days, out goes Yannick Ngakoue, out goes Leonard Fournette. I wonder your thoughts on all of this big picture and what you would imagine the players who were left behind are thinking about this morning.
Well, I would just start to kind of piggyback on what Mike was saying about him, Fournette getting claimed today. I think it's mind-boggling that you couldn't trade a 25-year-old player that rushed for over 1,000 yards last year that had 1 year left on a deal. You get nothing in return for Leonard Fournette. That something is not right about that situation. Doesn't make sense. So I would just, kind of be interesting to see what else we learn from Jacksonville the next day or so. In terms of what it means for the Jaguars, look, yeah, they clearly are trying to find a way to rebuild their football team. And you have to have questions about it. Kimberly mentioned the lack of, kind of continuity with players that they've drafted there, what that means for that team going forward. Look, they're starting a 6th-round draft pick at quarterback this season, and they have not put a very good team around him. Typically, the idea, if you're going to play a quarterback on a rookie deal, is that you really build around that guy to make your football team better. It seems like they're doing the opposite.
Yeah, it is quite a remarkable thing. So, Kimberly, where should we be looking? We just heard the mention of Tampa. Where will you have your eye on what might be the next stop for Leonard Fournette?
I laugh because both Booger and Mike mentioned 2 of the teams that I was thinking, because what do we always talk about in Seattle? They run the ball without question all the time. And obviously, in Tampa. I mean, that's a tough division. They're stockpiling talent left and right. You might as well add another guy.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.